While I was in the hospital smelled of bleach and endings. Machines hummed in rhythm with my breath, keeping me tethered to life I wasn't sure I wanted. Then the phone rang. Her voice, small, trembling, cut through the static of my own thoughts. "Dad, help. They left me. I'm all alone." My daughter, 7 years old, crying into a phone she must have dialed with shaking fingers. I tried to sit up, tubes pulling at my arm, but she kept sobbing, words slipping between gasps. "They wouldn't let me come. Mom laughed. Grandpa drove away. I'm still here, alone. It's dark." Her voice broke, swallowed by silence. I called my wife immediately, my chest tightening with each unanswered ring. When she finally picked up, her laugh was sharp, deliberate, like glass snapping under pressure. "She's a mistake, something I should have gotten rid of 7 years ago." No explanation, no hesitation. Then the line went dead. The world folded in on itself. My body lay in that sterile bed, but my mind? My mind was already walking into those woods where my daughter's voice had vanished. By morning, the police called. "We found a body in the woods." The sentence never finished. It didn't need to. They told me to stay in bed. My body was weak, fragile. But weakness had always been an illusion. I listened, expressionless, as the officer described the scene. A small figure, cold ground, no signs of life. Inside, something splintered, but not into grief. Not yet. It splintered into suspicion. My wife's laughter still echoed. Too cruel, too rehearsed, as if she had been waiting years for the moment she could finally say it aloud. The doctor spoke to me in hushed tones. Trauma, shock, sedation. I nodded, but my thoughts sharpened. Every memory with her played back differently now. The distant stares, the late-night messages, the way she held our daughter like a burden, never a bond. Pieces fell into place. Quiet nights on my phone, her screen lighting up across the room. Trips with my parents where she insisted my daughter stay behind. Whispers I ignored because it was easier to believe in lies than to chase the truth. Now the truth was chasing me, and it carried the weight of a child's last call. I began with her phone, not openly. She was careful, but not careful enough. A mirror device synced to her account, every message copied. Conversations unfolded like poison dripping into water. Names, hotels, my parents' involvement. Words exchanged about how he'll never know, and she doesn't belong. I read them in silence, my pulse steady. Each message carved into me, but I didn't bleed. DNA tests followed. Quiet swabs, discreet envelopes mailed from a hospital room I was supposed to be recovering in. My body mended, but my mind sharpened like a blade against stone. Days passed. I spoke little, moved slower, kept my mask in place. She visited, sitting by my bed with that false tenderness, stroking my hand with fingers that had texted another man hours before. I let her believe I was still the fool she had crafted me into. The reports came back, cold, clinical words on white paper. My daughter was not hers. Not biologically. She was mine, but not hers. A mistake, she had called her. A mistake she carried, but not one she created. And now the final thread pulled taut. My parents knew. Their words in her messages confirmed it. The camping trip wasn't an accident, it was a purge. I laid the report on the table between us. No words, no accusations. Just truth, black ink against silence. Her eyes scanned it once, twice. Then her breath caught, and the mask shattered. "Where did you?" she started, voice cracking. I didn't answer. I just watched, calm, detached. Her hands trembled as she pushed the paper back, as if distance could erase the evidence. Tears gathered, but I felt nothing. "You don't understand," she whispered. But I did. I understood everything. Every smile, every laugh, every night she slipped away to build a life without me and without the daughter she never wanted. My silence was louder than any accusation. I didn't yell, I didn't strike. I simply dialed a number, placed the phone on the table, and let it ring. When the officer answered, I gave them permission to access the files, the messages, the locations, the DNA report. Her face drained of color as she realized what I had done. She reached for me, pleading now, desperation dripping from her voice. "Please, don't do this. We can fix it." I stood, steady on legs they thought too weak to carry me. Fix it? No, this wasn't broken. It was revealed. "I already did," I said. Her scream followed me down the hall, but it was powerless. The walls swallowed it whole. They asked me later if I felt justice, if I felt peace. I told them no. Justice implies balance. Peace implies rest. I felt neither. What I felt was clarity, the kind that strips away illusions and leaves only bone. My daughter's voice still echoes in my skull, the last plea of a child abandoned by everyone but me. I couldn't save her life, but I could strip the mask from those who betrayed her, and I did. When they led my wife away, her eyes met mine one last time. She searched for pity, for weakness, for the man who once loved her. He wasn't there. All that remained was silence. Cold, final, and absolute. Because sometimes closure isn't healing, it's erasure.